Now, here's the fascinating thing. Nobody on this side of the internet remotely thinks that Hassan Piker is a good person. In fact, I myself have made several videos claiming that he is a disingenuous person, that is hypocrite. But I also watch with awe and admiration how much money he is taking away from leftists. Right? Like he is selling them a vision of social justice, a vision of environmentalism and equality while he lives in a large mansion. And I can't lie to you guys. Like, I'm an honest person. And I want to say that I'm looking at this with awe and admiration. Like he followed the cheat code to life. He knows how to manipulate people at a level that I wish my son was capable of, right? Because if you look at the world the same way Saul Goodman does, and there are wolves and there are sheep, Hassan Piker is definitely a wolf. With that out of the way, I'm not a wolf, I'm a sheep, and so I want all wolves to get the fuck out, right? So since he hasn't shared any of his wealth with me, and hasn't involved me in the grift, well, I have no loyalty towards him. Especially when he is advocating for censorship, especially when he is supporting cancel culture, all these things that hurt me and my friends. Well, in that situation, I admire his tactics. I think that, okay, well, he managed to manipulate people, but at the same time, I think that, well, because he is causing harm to the community, well, I hope he gets canceled, right? Because he's advocating for cancel culture, he's advocating for censorship, and so if cancel culture and censorship comes to him, all the better. However, I guess I need to reassess my thinking. I guess I need to reconsider my original take and have a little bit of context and nuance, since the people that are trying to cancel him aren't his victims. Like, we're not talking about, random individuals on the internet that got canceled by Hassan at one point and now they're the ones that demand justice. No. Like, the people that are trying to cancel him are the Adil. And that changes everything. I mean, if the Adil is against Hassan, now the Adil is forcing me and Carl Benjamin to stand with Hassan, even though we don't like it, even though we don't agree with him, even though we don't care about anything he says. It's a matter of principle now. Because the Adil went after Steam. For no reason whatsoever. Like, no one forced the Adil to go after Steam. They just woke up one morning and decided to fuck with Gabe Newell, despite the fact that Gabe did nothing to them. Well, they went out of their way to mess with Steam and the gaming community. And so, as a gamer myself, that has been raised by a prestigious family of gamers who associate with the gaming community, now view the Adil as an existential horror. And so, I need to side with Hassan Piker, like, simply because if they don't like Hassan, well, now I need to like him. But, why is it that I dislike what the Adil has done? Is it like gaming something sacred? No, it's like you're being disingenuous, right? Like, the Adil said that Steam is doing anti-Semitism. And so I wonder, like, what the fuck do they mean? I play on Steam. I don't see anti-Semitism. Where did they find it? And they said it's over 1 million cases of anti-Semitism on Steam. Like, holy shit, right? And then you read the report, which was also discussed in the American Legislative, and they considered Pepe the Frogs to be instances of anti-Semitism. So, like, if you go on a Steam forum and you post a Pepe the Frog meme, all of a sudden that's anti-Semitism. And that's extremely disingenuous, right? Like, if I was a Jewish person, I would be utterly outraged at the ADL. Like, this is not an organization that's looking out for your best interests. This is an organization that's looking for power and control. Like, you can't be this disingenuous. You cannot live in 2025 and consider that Pepe the Frog is an anti-Semitic symbol when everyone uses it. Absolutely everyone. It's on Twitch, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitter. Like, everyone uses Pepe the Frog. It's part of the culture, right? But by mislabeling it, they suggested, like, look how many anti-Semitic instances you have on Steam. And when you look at the numbers, there's like hundreds of millions of people using Steam. So 1 million of Pepe the Frogs, even if they were like legit anti-Semitic messages, is not a huge problem. Like, that would mean less than 1% of all the messages on the platform are anti-Semitic in nature, right? And so you need to accept that, like, some anti-Semitism will exist in the world unless you want to remove free will. Like, you will never get to a point where there's like no anti-Semitism whatsoever. And so you need to do a little bit of focusing on the important matters. You know, it's one thing when someone actually draws a swastika at the university and starts physically attacking Jewish people. Like, that is something where, yeah, like, okay, the ADL should concern themselves with that. But, like, some edgelord puts a Pepe the Frog on Steam, and you're now saying that the entire platform should be reorganized and have mass surveillance and censorship, and Gabe needs to do more. It's not now an entertainment platform, it's an education platform. Like, I'm sorry, but that's not acceptable, right? Like, gamers do not want to put up with that. And so, like, if you are the biggest censors, you know, going around spinning your big fat cocks on the internet and deciding where the censorship whip cracks, well, looking between you and Hassan, I have to choose between two censors. And I think that Hassan is the lesser evil here. Hassan doesn't go after video games. Hassan doesn't want to try to control Steam. Hassan doesn't have the power nor the influence to target Gabe Newell. And so, as a gamer, I don't give a shit about the ideology. I don't care what's happening in other places on Earth. The only thing I care is that someone is trying to fuck with my video games. And if the people that are trying to fuck with my video games don't like Hassan Piker, well, I'm afraid I have to like him now. See, you did this to me. Like, I never wanted to like Hassan Piker. I despise him. Why did you put me in a position where I now have to support him? Why? Huh? What have I done to you to treat me so? But it is what it is, right? So, like, Sargon of Akkad is also saying, I don't want the adult to get a scalp. And he's absolutely right. Yeah, I don't want the adult to get a scalp either. Because, like, if you put me in a situation where no matter what happens, a censor wins, well, I'm going to go with the least censorious person. So, apparently, adult calls for the deplatforming of Hassan, tax the majority streaming platform, you minimize our fears and grief, and embolden extremists. Well, you know, like, you got a lot of money, right? Well, like, maybe you can champion some programs that will help you with your phobia. That will teach you how to harden, right? Like, for instance, if I can go around the world with my fears and grief over every single social media that I have being sanitized and corporatized and censored, right? We can't do South Park jokes anymore. We can't do anything edgy and banterous like we used to do in 2016 because the internet is overly sanitized, right? And now I have the same fear and grief that the same shit will come to Steam. If I can live like that, I'm pretty sure you who have more money, relations, and connections than I do can work it out somehow as well. You know, if I can share the world with Hassan Piker, I'm sure that you can too. Hassan Piker is now saying the quiet part out loud that Hamas is good, actually. Hassan says that there's no comparison between Israel and Hamas. I don't care about these geopolitical shit, right? I don't live in the area. I'm way across the world. Don't give a fuck. What I do care is Steam. And no one forced them to fuck with Steam. That's the thing that I don't get, right? Like, why are they messing with Steam? What have I done to deserve them interfering in my private life by suggesting that Steam should have moderated forums, that I should be supervised by AI systems, and why? You know, why can't I have games like Postal? Why can't I have games like South Park? Because all of a sudden, you know, the payment processors may be under duress. So they're saying now is the time for Twitch, YouTube, and X, and all other social media platforms to decide if their platforms are spaces that allow someone like Piker to spew hatred and pro-terrorist propaganda. Well, you know, if you really want to go there, all right, you really want to go there, isn't Benjamin Netanyahu wanted by the International Criminal Court? Because I'm in Romania, and Romania is a member that signed the International Court Treaty. In fact, like, this is often a public scandal here whenever a politician suggests that the Prime Minister of Israel should visit Romania, and other people are laughing at him. It's like, well, don't you know that he is wanted by the ICC, right? So if that's the case, right, like, if we don't support, like we're policing language, we're policing morality, we don't just discuss things anymore, right? Like, even a random streamer is being told, no, you can't say this. Like, you can say it in real life, right, because you got free speech. Like, if you go to a bar or a pub or somewhere, you can say that shit, no problem. But online, you can't. Okay, can you say positive things about Benjamin Netanyahu then? Like, where do we draw the line, right? Like, who gets to make these rules? Again, I don't care about these topics. It's none of my fucking business. I like video games. I like anime girls with big tits and lots of violence. That's what I do in my entertainment, and I want people to keep the fuck away from it. But like, if you keep bringing politics to me, you know, I may have certain things that you may not like to hear. And so again, why don't you just leave people alone? Like, had you left people alone, when you came after Hassan, you'd have had more credibility, and people would have been glad to side with you because no one likes Hassan. But since you have consistently interfered in people just doing their own thing, not bothering anyone, and you're like, you're posting Pepe the Frog memes. Well, now you're going to get a public backlash. And you're getting people to side with Hassan, people like Carl Benjamin that in any other situation would have never sided with Hassan. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.